What's up, guys? If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Also, please smash that like button on the video and enjoy the show. Your work that you did there, obviously you're one unit, but your units maybe combined with some of the other special operations type stuff we do. Did you ever have a real conscious understanding of how close to complete chaos and conflict we often were, but perhaps because some of the actions guys like you took, you know, things were avoided?
Maybe in Afghanistan, yeah. Here, no, obviously. But like in Afghanistan, it started becoming apparent that things weren't going to work out well.
When?
Towards the very latter part of my deployments, and just hearing other guys talk and sharing their experiences, and just...
What years are we talking here? Sorry, I should ask that.
I'm going to say like 2010.
Wow. Long before it even...
Yeah, it was... There were just little telltale signs. You know, I just... and again, dude, I wasn't involved in the politics there, so let's just get that out of the way. I was not a politician. You know, that's case officer stuff and, you know, chief of base, or excuse me, you know, chief of station stuff. They're interfacing with high-level people. Understood. That was not me. I was a very, very small piece. I was the last 2 seconds of it. But you could just see, you know, like it's... I'll just give you one example. I'll give you one. So early on, you know, you ever seen a commercial, not a commercial, but a thing on TV? It showed early on in the war, these Afghan training camps, and it showed guys like going across ladders and coming out. Okay. They had these training, it was like an incubator, dude. Like as fast as you could get rid of people, they were backfilling them and backfilling them and backfilling them. Like it was like trying to kill cockroaches. You know, like, there's another one. It's like, you got to a point where, like, there's just not enough of us. Now, what I mean by that is, like, soft. Look, that was a soft war, okay? That was a pure, in my opinion, a special operations war, right? It's counterterrorism missions. That is assigned to special operations in the military and the government, right? So it was very apparent that you just couldn't get rid of these people fast enough. I mean, like... I can just tell you, like, when I was in Iraq, we were commingled with other military soft units. Delta was there. The SCS was there. These guys were out every fucking night, like every day, 7 days a week almost. And they were hitting multiple targets. Like there just wasn't enough people taking it down fast enough. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like if you look at a company, like if you look at a big corporation and, you know, you cut the head off, you get rid of the CEO. Well, they've got 8 people waiting in line to backfill them. Then you knock off a couple VPs. Well, they just got a bunch. You couldn't get rid of them. I hate to say it, but you just couldn't get rid of them fast enough. That was my opinion. Just because of the fucking op tempo was just crazy.
Yeah.
It was, that's why deployments with the unit I was in like, the guys from Delta and the guys from SEAL Team 6, you know, you're looking at 90 days, 120 days, that's it. You're done. I mean, you are, you know, rode hard and put up wet for 90 days. I mean, there's guys in those units where I came from have done 2,000 missions. Yes, sir.
How's that even possible?
No, it is. I'm not one of them. I'm just telling you, I know I've got 1,500, 1,700. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yes. Unbelievable. Yeah. I'm not one of them. I don't have that many. But yeah, there are guys that were in that number. I mean, think about and surviving.
That's nuts, man.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the odds
dude,
there.
That's what I'm saying. The odds aren't good. It's a testament to those units. It's a testament to the training and the selection process and how good these guys are. Sure, you're going to take casualties. Sure, you're going to have guys get hurt. Sure. But for the amount of missions that they were doing, the casualties were, you know, they were big, but compared to what they were doing was incredibly small.
But over in Afghanistan, like the line, I know I've said a bunch on this podcast, and I think it was a line Obama actually said that was pretty spot on, was that it felt like with Afghanistan we took our eye off the ball.
Correct.
And we went and spread out. We went to Iraq and stuff. But you're right. At the beginning, when we first went in there, it was post 9/11. It was a historical moment for modern warfare because it was a CIA paramilitary, in combination with the military operation. And what it seems like is what you're saying is it never got to get too far beyond that because we put all the resources in Iraq, which had a lot more.
Understand, regardless of what anybody thinks or reads, the first boots on the ground in Afghanistan, ground branch.
Oh yeah.
Hands down.
Yep.
Matter of fact, one of the guys that got killed.
Yeah.
Span was one of the guys. I never knew the guy. First name was Johnny, I think. He got killed in a prison. Kind of just got overran, but he was.
Wait, he got killed in a prison?
Well, he was there with another guy. I don't know the whole story, but they were in a location with a bunch of, I think they were prisoners, and somebody got a hold of a gun, and it was just a bad judgment call, and basically. He got killed. I don't know if the other guy did, but he was one of the first guys killed in the war, and he was from Ground Branch.
Whoa.
You can Google it. It's not classified. Yeah, I think it's Span, Spann, Johnny Span. And don't quote me on it, but...
Yeah, let's pull that up.
Yeah, yep, that's him right there.
All right, do we have a news story we can read?
Yep.
Okay, wait. Go back to the Wikipedia.
I don't know if
We'll go with the basics. Let's go down. Death of King Jimmy.
Yeah.
Span was killed. Can we just zoom in, Alessi? Because it's like size 8. Sorry. Span was killed during an uprising at Kai-Jangi. Sorry if I said that wrong. Compound near Mazar-e-Sharif in northern Afghanistan. Earlier that day, he and David Tyson, a CIA case officer and Uzbek language specialist, based in Tashkent, questioned John Walker Lind, an American citizen, and other prisoners. Around 400 al-Qaeda prisoners has surrendered on November 24th and been kept overnight in the cellar of the Pink House in the southern half of the fort. Span focused intently on Lind, and another prisoner identified him as an Irishman. Span asked Lind, "Do you know the people here you're working with are terrorists and killed other Muslims? There were several hundred Muslims killed in the bombing in New York City. Is that what the Quran teaches? I don't think so. Are you going to talk to us?" Lind remained silent. 2 Afghan doctors, interviewed by author Toby Herndon, witnessed Span's final moments. They saw the CIA officer, who was about 5 yards away from them, swing around and raise his AKMS rifle to his shoulder as the prisoners revolted amid sounds of gunfire and grenade explosions. Prisoners went rushing out straight at Span. The doctor saw Span shoot 2 or 3 of them with his Kalashnikov before the Qatari prisoner and others who had been sitting close to the Pink House stood up and jumped on Span from behind, pushing him to the ground. Span pulled out his Glock 19 pistol and fired 1 or 2 shots before he was overwhelmed, disappearing beneath a pile of prisoners, desperately trying to seize his weapons. Tyson ran towards Span after hearing his comrade shout, "Dave, Dave, Dave." Tyson then used his Browning high-powder pistol to shoot dead 4 al-Qaeda prisoners on top of Span. Kicking Span and seeing the blood on the ground, Tyson concludes Span was dead. Tyson grabbed Span's AKMS rifle and used it and other weapons to fight his way into the northern half of the fort, killing at least a dozen, possibly up to 40 al-Qaeda prisoners. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That
didn't go well. But, I don't know if you're aware of this, but, in the main foyer of the CIA headquarters that you always see on movies with the big emblem on the ground, you also have the memorial with the
stars on the wall.
I think there's, oh boy, I'm going to get this wrong, but 139-ish.
Something.
Half of them are SAD, SOG guys.
Wow.
What I was told, half.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So
it's heavy.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that gentleman, I never met him, never had the honor or the privilege to meet him, but just in a bad situation, too many prisoners, not enough protection. And they overwhelmed him and he died.
Thank you for watching the video, guys. Please hit that subscribe button and check out this clip's full podcast episode by clicking here or in the description below.